welcome back. Welcome back to Shut It. How you guys doing? How you doing? It's been a while. It's been a long time. Sorry about that. I have a lot to talk about, but let's get into the dumb news because that's why we're here. Ready? Shocking number of parents have baby name regret. I can't help but cringe. That's the headline. Breaking news. A new study conducted by a baby center revealed that nearly 1 in 10 parents say they wish they had chosen a different name for their child. Okay. Out of the 450, so this is a nationwide study of 450 people, one mom revealed on the parenting site that she has major regret naming her daughter Cleo. I like that name. Every time somebody calls her by name, I can't help but cringe. I just want to cry, okay, because I don't know what to do. You know what you can do? You can stop calling her Cleo. Anyway, we'll get into the commentary. The new mother isn't the only one who resonates with this feeling. According to Baby Center's survey, most mothers have second thoughts on the moniker because they've felt that a short nickname has a stronger presence, with 20% preferring their child's nickname to their legal alias. Another reason they consider the name change is because of the criticism people give them. The report shares that 15% of the respondents claim people have teased their child's name. I think that's going to happen either way, but that's just me. Although middle names are often not shared amongst people, about 15% of parents prefer their child's middle name to their first name. Interesting, okay. Some parents prefer to wait to name their baby until they lock eyes to ensure that alias matches the baby's personality. But for those who don't, 10% say the name just doesn't suit their child's real-life attitude and mannerisms. I tried calling him MJ for several months after he was born. It just doesn't fit him. Another mom who goes by Pickle P23 on Baby Center wrote, I eventually started calling him Maverick Dean. Dean is his dad's middle name, and to us it fits him better. Maverick Dean. All right. MJ, I like that better. I don't even understand this. Maverick Dean? It sounds like a cheap cologne that you get at Walmart. However, only 6% claim that they have doubts about the moniker after 1 year because they got used to it. Reluctant mothers can be so repulsed by their child's original name that 6% of them legally change the name after birth. Okay? Because sometimes you're in the, your hormones are taking over and you're like, oh, let's name it after my great-great-great-grandmother, Gertrude. And then you're like, oh my God, this child will be teased for the rest of their life. Anyway, let's read on. Experts suggest that parents who plan on changing their name should do it before the baby can recognize their name, which is usually between 6 and 7 months. I'm just going to go right straight for the comments because that's why we're all here. What do you guys think? DL says, I named my boys Andrew, John, and Tyler. They're named after my grandfather and my husband, except for Tyler. My daughter is named Hannah. I love her name. These are the comments. I love her name. It fits her, and I didn't know a Hannah till she was born. The middle names were relatives mostly too. I think you should start writing a memoir. Or maybe do a blog about how you named your children after relatives. You Believe That says, name your kids after the relatives most likely to leave them money. That's true. These are facts. It's worked for my sister. Eloise, Nancy, Constant, Ruth, Hester, Dana, Joan, Muriel, Tobias, Jonathan, Charles. I'm sure I forgot a couple of her middle names, but hey, that's hilarious. But yeah, that's a good point. You should name, I forgot about that. My daughter, I didn't name her after anyone. I just, my husband and I thought of a name. We were like, oh, she looks like that. But I don't have any regrets. Kids have regrets of their names because people make fun of the kid's name because it doesn't matter if it's a weird name or if it's John. They'll still make up a rhyme that goes with your name. John the Con or Mary the Squarey. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You can try to name them the most traditional name, and kids are just assholes, and they're going to make fun of them. That's how we learn resistance. And, the bully in the playground is a real thing, and it starts with a name. So even if it doesn't matter. Name your child whatever, because they're going to be ridiculed anyway. So if that's what you're worried about, I don't know. Some people name their kids. I don't know. I'm in the French area of Switzerland, and a lot of these people name their kids old French names. So French people name their kids now names. A lot of them name their kids that are translatable in French and in English. Like you'll have somebody named Clara, but then Clara in English is Clara, and in French it's Clara. So same thing with like Matthew, and in English it's Matthew. So that's like a lot of Paul, Charles, like that kind of a thing. That's a lot of people. That's mostly like Generation X, millennials. But now it's a free-for-all in France. I'm gonna tell you. Now it's like hyphenated names. It's like, and I think that's like to show like, hey, I think we're fancier than you. A lot of hyphenated names out there. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to think. What's the name? Like a Benedict hyphen Lily hyphen Rose hyphen and then like a flower, Capucine. Yes, what's your daughter's name? She's so cute. Oh, her name is Benedict Lily Rose Capucine. Oh, what is she named after? Some toiletries I have in my bathroom. No, from the 1800s. But I think now that's like the status thing is to have. Sorry, my glasses are dirty. To have like an old school, but a lot of hyphens. It means you got a lot of aspirations for your child. I think that's the thing. That's the thing I wanted to talk about. Like these poor kids who are named these things. It's like I have a good friend who his name is Chad, and you would think Chad, that's like such a I don't know, preppy name, right? When you think Chad, my name is Chad. I like to play golf. Let's meet and have some gin and tonics, G&Ts at the golf club. No, let's play some tennis with Chad. He's not preppy at all. He's like the most liberal, like not even liberal. He's like off the grid. Do you know what I mean? He's furthest you can possibly imagine from a Chad. But the person who named, like here, you got to look at the name, like who named the kid that name, and that tells you everything about the parents or the parent. Like they're putting on a lot. Like when you name your kid like railroad conductor, like one actor did a few years back and made all the headlines. His name is Railroad Conductor. That is a reflection upon the parent. It's not a reflection upon the poor kid. He didn't name himself. Maybe that should be a law. Like you officially get to name yourself at 18. Well, I think you can. You can change your name, but then everybody knows your name. But unless you hate your name, when I was a kid, I hated Jenny, Jennifer. Everybody's named Jennifer. It was like Mary back then. I wanted people to call me Megan. Yeah, because I thought Megan or Erin, because I thought it was much more interesting. But it wasn't. It was just not the same name that everybody had in my school. Everybody was named Jennifer or, I'm going to think, Jennifer or Kathleen. Yeah, it was either Jennifer or Kathleen. And then you would get some Bridgets, you would get some Marys, you would get some Debbies. But yeah, it's normal to hate your name. Because names are powerful. They represent your identity. But then if you're named like something nuts, the obvious one is Elon Musk. That nutbag, he named his kids like crazy, like X's. XY, XE, A12. Like, he should go to jail just for that. For not just being a weirdo criminal overlord of like all the things, internet and information. He should go to jail just for naming his children Y. The letter Y. X, the letter X. He names everything X. And then you have Blake Lively. She named her kid, oh God, Blake and what's that other guy? Ryan Reynolds. Olin. That's not that bad. Olin. Jermaine Jackson's son's name is, okay, this is Jermaine Jackson, the brother of Michael Jackson. He named his son Jermisty. That's Jermagisty. Your Majesty. Sorry. Oh my God, that is so dumb. Okay. Okay, so Kate Winslet, she named her son Bear Blaze. Bear Blaze. B-E-A-R, like the bear. Blaze. Bear Blaze. I don't know. Bear Blaze. Is he going to get teased? He's Kate Winslet's son. Who cares? He's going to be like, oh, you're going to make fun of my name? Yeah, my mom won like all these Oscars and she's a badass. Go see her movies. And then you can call me names, you dummy. Bear Blaze, that's a choice. But I think she named him after one of her best friends growing up. And Alicia Silverstone's son, she called him Bear Blue. There's a trend, okay, Bear. And Beyonce, we all know Beyonce, Jay-Z's son is named Sir. I didn't know that, actually. I didn't know they had a son. Sir. That's kind of weird for the parents to call the son Sir. That's funny. Actually, is that true? I'm going to look that up. Tony Braxton has sons named Denim and Diesel. That's a choice. All right. Leah Michelle's, I don't know who that is. Leah Michelle's son's name is Ever. Leo. Ever. That's his name, Ever. Hey, get in here, Ever. Hey, Ever, are you going to ever finish that? What? Who's on first? Ever. I hate you for ever naming me Ever, Mom. Who names their kid Ever? Oh, my God. It's like naming your child Always. Ever. Did you ever? Did you always? I only. Ever. Anyway, Cardi B has a son named Wave. Wave. That I get. Wave is okay. She's Cardi B. She can do whatever she wants. Emily Rechowski's son is named Sylvester Apollo Bear. What's up with the bears? Sylvester Apollo Bear. Sounds like a wrestler. Like a fake wrestler. Like a WWF wrestler with a cape. Like I said, these are all reflections, not of the child, of the parents. So let's think about that for a second. What did she want to evoke with a name like Sylvester Apollo Bear? A serial killer? I don't know. Amber Rose's son is named Slash Electric because she is mentally ill. Nicolas Cage's son is named Kal-El. Sounds like a dish. Frankie Muniz's son is named Mosley Munez. All right, it's a lot of M's. And Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rosdale's son is named Zuma Nesta Rock. That's Zuma Nesta Rock. Zuma, it sounds like a kid, like a game you play. Like rock, scissors, paper. Zuma Nesta Rock. I won. Your mom and dad are crazy. Why are you naming your children that? What do you want to evoke with a name like Zuma Nesta Rock? Have you named your child a unique name? Has it worked out for them? Have they disowned you? Please leave comments below. I just wanted to talk about it briefly. This is going to be a quick one because I just want to do a wrap up here, do a little housekeeping, as they say. I just got back from a month of shows in Edinburgh, which was amazing. A month-long marathon of doing my one hour named How to Raise a Narcissist. It was an incredible experience. I could go into depth about it, but I'm not going to. I highly recommend if you're a comedian and you want to get your chops down and you want to do your same hour every night for an entire month, I highly suggest you do it. However, if you have any sort of fragility in terms of fragility of ego or of expectations, don't do it. Because it's kind of a rocky road. For some people, it's a dark night of the soul. I saw many a breakdown. But I kept it very simple, very low key, had lovely small audiences, but beautiful people, super lovely, and the best people in the world. Mostly they're Scottish. I met so many lovely Scottish people, and I'm going to definitely go back. I highly recommend it. It is a bit overwhelming in terms of there are thousands of shows that go on simultaneously. There are people flying everywhere. Sometimes I kind of had to step over some vomit at some point, like in the streets. But I had a real breakthrough moment when it came to doing my show. As a performer, I highly recommend it. Like I said, if you're not ready, don't do it. Go. I suggest you go. If you're not sure, and visit for like a week and go hop on different shows and do like guest sets and just look and see the lay of the land. See like what space you think you would work for you and what kind of a venue and blah, blah, blah. I would recommend doing that before committing to a month, because that's a huge commitment. But I was lucky enough to have friends come and visit, so that was lovely. I went to see other people's shows. That was lovely. I met lovely people. I ate great food. And it was like winter in August in Scotland. And there was a heat wave here in Switzerland, France, so I was happy to go and wear sweaters, you know what I mean, in August. And there's no summer there. And there's a lot of bagpipes. You're gonna get ready for the bagpipes. Like when I first got there, I was not sure. I was like, what am I gonna expect? And so I ended up staying at a university campus in Edinburgh Center, and I woke up at 8 a.m. and it was like, and it was like a lot of bagpipe people hanging out in the quad where I was staying. Early morning bagpipe playing, men in skirts playing the bagpipe, and I was like, oh my God, I've arrived. I'm in Scotland. This is the coolest place on earth. They actually live up to the stereotype. They're playing bagpipes. And then after like day 10, every morning, I was like, shut the fuck up. Keep it down. We get it. You like the bagpipes, but you know what I mean? Like, let's start after 10, after the coffee. And I said, this is a joke in my act. This was sort of like a off cuff. I said, the bagpipes here are like the leaf blowers of Europe, of Scotland. Facts.